Welcome back to the Tropical Update. It's Wednesday, September 6th. I'm Tom. I'll be guiding you through graphics tonight. We're going to be talking about Hurricane Irma, which is a Category 5, 185 mile an hour winds, and it is actually over the northern Leeward Islands as we speak, moving west northwest toward the Virgin Islands. Next, we're going to be looking at our computer models. This is the latest ones, and they are now trending toward the east. And you can see tracks are offshore of Florida now, some of them, compared to the last one that had pretty much Irma going straight up the middle of Florida or up the east coast. But it's still showing that abrupt northerly turn. Now here's the one before that, and as I said, you can see it was trending pretty much up the east coast, still making that abrupt northerly turn somewhere around the Florida Keys, where now it's closer, they're saying, to the Bahama Islands. And here is the watches and warnings. Cuba has got a hurricane watch up, and so does the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southern Bahamas. Haiti has a hurricane watch up, and the Dominican Republic, that is, has a hurricane warning out now. And obviously the other islands in the leewards all have hurricane warnings out because they are experiencing hurricane force conditions in the eastern islands right now. Now here is a picture of Irma, and very good picture. You can see a lot of convection near the center. It's very circular, cylindrical. Can't think of the word for it. But you can see the banding in it. You can see the eye. You can see the eye wall. And also, if you look very close, how close it is, it's just barely touching one of the northern Leeward Islands. That's Barbuda. And here is a picture at 2 a.m. and it is basically over Barbuda right now. They got pretty much a direct hit on it, and it is moving toward the west-northwest, still at 15. Pressure is 914 millibars, and as I said before, the winds are 185 miles an hour, which makes it a very strong Category 5 hurricane. Now here's our cone. It's not changed very much. I think it will the next time they do a run on it. I think maybe they will make that abrupt northerly turn a little bit earlier than what you're seeing here. This one looks more like the old data, where they were thinking is going to be around the Keys when it made its northerly turn. And this is the earliest reasonable arrival of the tropical force winds, and if it stays on course and stays on speed, looks like that the Florida Keys could be seeing something approximately late Friday night into Saturday morning. And at the 11 p.m. update, Irma did start to make a little bit of a northwest turn from due west, which is what they expected. It was moving at 15. Pressure was the same. The winds were 185 miles an hour. And at the 2 o'clock, the only difference is it was 5 miles north of Barbuda. People ask me about the wind field. It's sort of a compact storm for hurricane force winds. It's about 50 miles from the center, but the tropical force winds reach out 175 miles from the center. This is one of the latest models we got, and you can see that it's still 4 or 5 days out. It's just all over the place. So got to keep a great eye on this storm to see where it's going to be going. And the Florida Keys has a mandatory evacuation order, and Miami-Dade will start theirs this morning for low-lying areas and people that are disabled that need help. And here is our scale again, and you can see a Category 5 catastrophic damage when it makes landfall. The big thing is the storm surge. It can be 19 plus feet in the islands. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be getting our new models in. We'll be getting a new update sometime soon, and we'll be getting back to you.